Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to tackle a topic that is as old as love itself, heartbreak. Specifically, the question of why women or anyone, for that matter, break your heart. This is not a blame game, nor is it an attempt to vilify anyone. It's an exploration of the complexities of human relationships, the vulnerabilities we bring into them, and the lessons we can learn from the pain of a broken heart. The title of this speech, Why Women Broke Your Heart, is an invitation to reflect, to grow, and to understand the deeper dynamics at play. The illusion of perfection is one of the most pervasive and damaging myths in relationships. It's the belief that love should be flawless, that our partner should meet every need, fulfill every desire, and never disappoint us. This illusion sets us up for inevitable heartbreak because it ignores the fundamental truth that no one is perfect, and no relationship is without its challenges. The pursuit of perfection in love is not just unrealistic, it's a recipe for dissatisfaction, frustration, and ultimately failure. At its core, the illusion of perfection stems from our own insecurities and unmet needs. We project onto our partner the qualities we wish they had, creating an idealized version of them that exists only in our minds. This projection is often a reflection of what we feel is lacking in ourselves, whether it's confidence, stability, or a sense of worthiness. By expecting our partner to fill these voids, we place an impossible burden on them and set ourselves up for disappointment. The media and popular culture often perpetuate the illusion of perfection. Romantic movies, novels, and social media feeds are filled with images of flawless relationships, where conflicts are resolved in minutes and love is always passionate and effortless. These portrayals create unrealistic expectations, leading us to believe that anything less than perfection is a failure. The reality, of course, is far messier and more complex. The illusion of perfection also undermines the beauty of imperfection. It's in the flaws, the quirks, and the vulnerabilities that true intimacy is built. When we embrace our partner's imperfections, we create a space for authenticity and connection. We allow them to be human, and in doing so, we give ourselves permission to be human as well. This acceptance is the foundation of a healthy, lasting relationship. Another consequence of the illusion of perfection is the pressure it places on both partners. When we expect perfection, we create an environment of constant scrutiny and judgment. Our partner may feel like they can never measure up, leading to resentment and distance. Similarly, we may feel like we're constantly falling short, leading to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. This dynamic erodes trust and intimacy, making it difficult to sustain a meaningful connection. The illusion of perfection also blinds us to the value of growth and resilience in a relationship. A strong relationship is not one that is free of conflict or challenges. It's one that can withstand and grow from them. And when we expect perfection, we view every disagreement or setback as a sign of failure, rather than an opportunity for growth. This mindset prevents us from developing the skills and resilience needed to navigate the complexities of love. Another aspect of the illusion of perfection is the belief that love should always feel easy and effortless. This belief ignores the fact that relationships require work, communication, and compromise. Love is not just a feeling, it's a choice and a commitment. When we expect it to be effortless, we're unprepared for the inevitable challenges that arise, and we may be quick to give up when things get tough. The illusion of perfection also prevents us from taking responsibility for our own happiness. And when we expect our partner to be perfect, we're essentially outsourcing our happiness to them. We believe that if they could just be the way we want them to be, we would be happy. And this mindset disempowers us and prevents us from taking ownership of our own emotional well-being. Another consequence of the illusion of perfection is the fear of vulnerability. When we expect perfection, we're afraid to show our own flaws and imperfections. We worry that if our partner sees the real us, they'll be disappointed or reject us. This fear creates a barrier to true intimacy, as it prevents us from being authentic and open with each other. The illusion of perfection also distorts our perception of love. It leads us to believe that love is about finding someone who completes us, rather than someone who compliments us. This belief ignores the fact that we are already whole, and that a healthy relationship is about two whole people coming together to create something greater than the sum of their parts. Another aspect of the illusion of perfection is the tendency to compare our relationship to others. If we look at other couples and assume that their relationships are perfect while ours is lacking, this comparison is not only unfair but also misleading, as we're only seeing a curated version of their lives. Every relationship has its struggles, and comparing ours to an idealized version of someone else's only leads to dissatisfaction. Finally, the illusion of perfection prevents us from appreciating the journey of love. Love is not a destination, it's a journey filled with ups and downs, twists and turns. And when we expect perfection, we're so focused on the destination that we miss the beauty of the journey. And we fail to appreciate the small moments of connection, the growth that comes from overcoming challenges, and the depth of intimacy that comes from embracing imperfection. An illusion of perfection is a powerful and pervasive myth that can undermine even the strongest relationships. It sets us up for disappointment, creates unrealistic expectations, and prevents us from embracing the beauty of imperfection. By letting go of this illusion, we can create a space for authenticity, growth, and true intimacy. We can learn to love and be loved for who we truly are, flaws and all. And in doing so, we can build relationships that are not perfect, but deeply meaningful and fulfilling. Self-respect is the foundation of a fulfilling and dignified life. It is the internal compass that guides individuals toward making choices that align with their values, beliefs, and principles. Without self-respect, people often find themselves compromising their integrity, seeking validation from others, and feeling dissatisfied with their existence. A strong sense of self-respect allows individuals to stand firm in their beliefs, take pride in their achievements, and maintain their dignity, even in challenging situations. A lack of self-respect often leads to self-doubt, insecurity, and an inability to set personal boundaries. And when individuals do not value themselves, they become more susceptible to mistreatment, manipulation, and emotional distress. They may tolerate toxic relationships, accept unfair treatment, or constantly seek approval from others. This need for external validation can create a pull of dependency where happiness and self-worth are contingent upon the opinions of others rather than being rooted in self-acceptance. Developing self-respect requires an individual to acknowledge their strengths and accept their flaws. But it involves understanding that no one is perfect and that self-worth is not determined by external achievements or societal standards. People who respect themselves recognize their potential, learn from their mistakes, and strive for growth without being overly critical of their imperfections. They cultivate a mindset that prioritizes self-care, personal development, and emotional resilience. Boundaries play a crucial role in maintaining self-respect. Individuals with a strong sense of self-worth know when to say no and not allow others to take advantage of them. They establish limits in relationships, work environments, and social interactions, ensuring that they are treated with dignity and respect. Setting boundaries is an act of self-love that reinforces one's value and prevents unnecessary stress, emotional exhaustion, and feelings of resentment. Self-respect also fosters confidence and independence. People who respect themselves are not easily swayed by external influences or societal pressures. They make decisions based on their principles rather than the fear of rejection or criticism. This sense of autonomy allows them to pursue their passions, take risks, and embrace opportunities without constantly seeking reassurance from others. Confidence built on self-respect enables individuals to navigate life with a sense of purpose and conviction. The presence of self-respect also impacts personal and professional relationships. And when individuals respect themselves, they attract and cultivate meaningful connections with those who appreciate and honor their worth. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect, and individuals who value themselves inspire others to do the same. On the other hand, a lack of self-respect can lead to unhealthy dynamics or individuals tolerate disrespect, dishonesty, or emotional neglect, ultimately diminishing their sense of self-worth. In the professional world, self-respect is essential for success and growth. Individuals who believe in their abilities are more likely to take initiative, voice their opinions, and advocate for themselves in the workplace. They do not allow themselves to be undervalued, underpaid, or taken for granted. Instead, they set high standards for themselves, seek out opportunities for advancement, and demand the recognition they deserve. Self-respect in a professional setting promotes leadership, ambition, and resilience.